It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony. And Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Still doing it at this age. Richard, remarkable stuff for LeBron James.
I wasn't sure the day would ever come that we'd actually see him playing on an NBA court with his son, Bronny. Back when I was playing with LeBron, it seemed like a bit of a dream.
Now, here's Cunningham. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Yep, it counts.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Weber can't hit. And here are the Nets. Christie has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Weber. Over LeBron. Weber can't hit.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say he's exceeded them.
Now, here's Cunningham to the inside. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Weber. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Christie. And here's Bryant for 3. Chris Webber comes up with the rebound. The Knicks trailing. Cunningham up top. To the paint. Here's Weber. Now Knipple. Bryant with the steal. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And Bryant being an active defender, credit him for going after the steal to get that break going.
The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Knipple. Fades away. Weber can't hit.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
LeBron with it. Now defended by Cunningham. The drive by James. It's rebounded by New York.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And a new group in for the Nets. Cunningham looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Knipple. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Pass to Toppin. Now Irving. Still without a basket. There's the triple. Toppin, good.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Gobert, the screen. No good with the layup. Nets leading by 7. Pass to Tyson. Now, here is Irving. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Jenkins with it, and it's Cunningham, top of the key. Over Christie, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room, Heck. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Left side, Kobe. Jordan knocks it away.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Kevin, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Knicks trailed by 8. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now here's Williams. Nets passing it around. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Nets miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to LeVert. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Now checking in for Brooklyn, number 4, Nikola Vucevic.
Here's Jenkins. Still yet to score. Clock at 6. And here's LeVert. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
On the wing, Kobe. 3-pointer. What a shooter! What a shooter! Kobe Bryant.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
LeVert in the corner. Over Kobe. They get it back. Pass to LeVert. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nets leading by 7. Kobe getting it done in close.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Here's Jordan. Here's LeVert. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Jenkins can't get it to go. Bryant outside. On the wing, Bryant. Kobe on the tape. And Kobe throws it down hard.
Yeah, if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Now, here's LeVert. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's Brooklyn now. They've led by as much as 10. James left side. Nobody near Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Knipple. Here's Gobert. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Pass to Christie. Now, here is Irving. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Higgins outside. Knipple wide open, and he fires. And he gets it to go from the corner.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nets leading by 8. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy. But that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Here is Cunningham following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Pass to Gobert. Here's Knipple, defended by Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Here is Cunningham. Off three-pointer. Higgins. Rebound by Williams.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
LeBron right at the doorstep, and he finds the 2.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Knipple now top of the key. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Back to Carter. Williams up on top. Out to Kobe. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kobe's got 12 points in the game.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
James outside. Outside, Kobe. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That was way out there. Knipple stretching out his range.
Pass to Williams. Outside for Kobe. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by New York.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Weber can't hit. Nets leading by 10. Down low. James misses. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Substitutions on the court.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Cunningham. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Cunningham's got 8 points.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Back to Irving. Inside. And it's Vucevic in the corner. And the Nets miss again. And it's Cunningham with the ball for New York. Trailing here by 8. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The kick out to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Back to Weber. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes in. He has 6.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Irving double team. Stolen by Weber. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
The momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A different look for New York. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
The Nets making a switch here. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Knicks trailed by 6. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's LeVert missing. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here's LeVert. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Champagnie. Now, here's LeVert. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Got it off in time. The shot will not fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Knicks trailed by 7. Here is Cunningham. Pass to Knipple. New York moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. Here's Wiggins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nets leading by 7. Bryant looking it over. The 3. Christie can't make it. And here's Cunningham. Pass to Knipple. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Kobe. Back to LeBron. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. James has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. Pass to Wiggins. Pulls up on the wing. He can't get it to go. Brooklyn with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Kobe's shot is off. Knicks trailed by 10. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No one covering. Christie's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Gobert, the screen. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Nets leading by 13. Outside, Kobe. Irving outside. Jumper is off.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Now LeVert. Gobert, the screen. Vucevic pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Irving. It's in. His shot is pure.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Irving. Launches it. And it misses. Deflects the pass.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
And you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kobe Bryant.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart. Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Takes the three. Irving fires. Again, the Nets for two.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Down low to halt the run. Some nice passing by New York here. Clock at 4. Here's Weber. New York missing again. Kobe with it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.